Hello everyone, I hope you're doing really well. It's the 8th of March 2025. This is an incredibly important video. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Gary Waterman. I'm a former UK police constable. I was in Kent Police and then Dorset Police before resigning in 2018. And since 2022, when I was a director for a company called Exmoor Manor Freehold Limited, please go and look on Companies House, I have acquired irrefutable, verifiable and corroborative evidence of decades-long international government fraud. This is important. It's verifiable and corroborative, which means you can go and check and see that everything I'm saying is true. Now, this international government fraud links to the taxation system and other financial systems, which means it provides a direct motive or reason for international governments to allow the world's problems to continue. Or at the very least, the illusion of those problems continuing through their criminal mainstream media. This then gets you to agree to pay more money to them, okay, and them justify in their minds that they can request it, and they therefore then exploit and victimise you even more. This is exploiting and victimising billions of people around the world. And because it is a crime, it's fraudulent, and it removes the accountability and liability by the forgery of the Companies House registration system. This is what they've been doing, forging Companies House registration systems and the incorporation documents to create criminal entity companies that are now running the world. Companies such as BlackRock, JP Morgan, banking companies. It's all criminal and fraudulent. And because it's done that and removed the accountability and liability, it means they've been able to facilitate crimes against humanity. This is particularly important in relation to the conflicts, and now, very significantly, the conflicts in Ukraine and Israel, which is all part of the collaborative deception. And the evidence shows it's a satanic deception, a satanic criminal system. It's completely fraudulent and goes against moral conscience, which has been given to us, I believe, by our Creator to protect us all. The very foundation of all of our lives should be to treat others how we would want to be treated in a rational state of mind. But they've clouded our rationality. And in fact, the deception shows now that they've used various mind control techniques. This is shown specifically with MKUltra, which involves pharmaceuticals, subliminal messages through music, television and films, radiation, alcohol, drugs. And now I've got evidence suggesting potentially mass hypnosis against the masses. I'm going to show evidence of this, but we need to act now. Now, the deception is particularly important in relation to it being against faith groups, Muslims, Christians and Jews, because that creates the division within those faith groups, which then leads to a risk of conflict. And this all now ties in with an escalation in the Middle East. Now, this not only facilitates the crimes against humanity, but in particular against children, the most innocent of all, babies and children. That means you all have a moral obligation to make this stop. You cannot comply to a criminal, fraudulent system that causes the suffering of the most innocent of all. The consequences of you continuing to do so are dire for you, your children, humanity, every living creature on this planet and the planet itself. Remember, you have a satanic origin of this, which means they're going to want complete destruction. So you need to step up now. You need to wake up to the truth. I'm showing you the evidence of the truth that you can verify and corroborate. You need to do this now because time is critical. And the information suggests they have very sinister plans against humanity, particularly involving the communication technology they put in place. Electromagnetic radiation from the mast that you can now see everywhere. They first started putting these up in COVID whilst you were all in lockdown. Then when the fraud was being exposed, because they were panicking, they expedited implementing this across the world. They need to be disabled as soon as possible. Now this, it appears, their satanic expedition, or expedited plans, shall we say, were triggered initially by Gordon Bowden, who found out about the address of 788 790 Finchley Road and how that linked in with the Companies House fraud. That was before 2019. I suspect that triggered the outbreak in Wuhan in 2019, December. Okay, all part of this. And then I came along 2022 and found the real issue with this, the forgery within the Companies House registration system. That has now triggered various events. The invasion in Ukraine, the death of the Queen, them panicking and providing proposals with the Companies House registration system that were allowing them to allow it to actually happen, continue. The attack on the 7th of October 2023 in Israel. The dissolutions of key companies involved in this, including Hackluit, including the London Law Agency and various others tying into this. They are all part of this. All government organisations, intelligence agencies, the monarchy. It includes Putin. They've positioned everybody as part of this satanic cult control, deception. This includes Donald Trump. This is why they removed my whole TikTok channel in the last week, because I showed evidence of Donald Trump's complicity to this. It's part of the deception against you. It's vast. So you need to get behind this, all of you. No matter what faith group you're part of, no matter what culture, background, we need to unite as soon as possible. So I urge you to take part in mass non-compliance as soon as possible, but by no later than the 15th of March in the United Kingdom. There's other people calling for a strike, a shutdown by the people on the 28th of March. So the United Kingdom, let's pave the way. Let's set an example to stop this tyranny and safeguard humanity. We can easily safeguard the financial system through a transparent system to safeguard humanity and the children. So the masses, who most of which are innocent, can be the auditors of the government's finances, at least on a transitional basis, to ensure that that money is not being used to cause the suffering of children. It's easily done. The technology is there, but they're not doing it. Ask yourself why. Now, I urge you all to prepare. You haven't got long, so you need to do it now. Prepare for a shutdown and a reset by the innocents, not these small number on the relative scale of things, criminals, because they will enslave you and wipe out billions probably in the process. So the innocents need to control the reset. Information suggests this has happened several times before, and they've reset when people have been waking up. They reset down to 500 million people again and started the whole process again. This needs to be the last time. We must do this now. So prepare. Get water, get food, get candles. Okay, they're going to probably do a blackout. The evidence I have suggests they're going to do a blackout of electricity and communication specifically, probably using a fake solar flare story. Okay, so you need to prepare for that. You need to promote this. Okay, I can't get it out to people, so you need to get out there. You need to be knocking on doors, producing leaflets, posters, putting banners up in prominent positions on bridges, wherever you can, to promote an international strike and shutdown. And then you need to participate. And all you simply need to do is stop working, stop paying all bills, and stop paying any taxes. Stay at home or go to the park, and we wait. It's legal, it's lawful, it'll be effective, and it's peaceful. Because the next option is going to be chaotic, which is what they want, because it's satanic, remember. Now, other people are coming on the back, like I've said, but let's set Let's get the United Kingdom being the ones driving this. Let's set the stage for a new reset for the innocents. Truth, transparency and trust. Please, I urge you all to get behind this. We have a Freemasonic, satanic system in place. And it must stop. The consequences are dire if you do not all get on board behind this. I'm being suppressed. I'm being targeted. I'm having my property threatened, my van threatened. My life, I believe, is at risk. Please don't make it in vain. All of you. Please. Thank you for listening.